Hi all, welcome back to more DD at Tarawa. This is my part 36, I believe. Yeah, 36 I think. No, we're not about to start a new turn, Grant. We are in the engineering HQ phase, and I stopped there because I wasn't sure about... I kind of need to know how many actions I want. Although I could have gathered... Well, no, I'm better leaving it to start. I think I'm getting 2 support markers, aren't I? This one here and this one on here. Yeah, which is not in that guy's field of fire, fortunately. So good there. Yeah, and then just see how we're going to go on. Got lots of disrupted units. Well, no, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I still feel every time I look at the map and the situation, it feels pretty hopeless. I think I'm going to push on to the end. I've thought about it a couple of times about saying, look, just scrap this. Like I say, nobody has completely told me to bail out. So I don't like to leave the recording like that as well. If I was playing this game without this camera rolling, I kind of feel like I probably would have done. But then maybe that's the wrong thing to do. Maybe I should proceed and see where I get, see what the outcome actually is at the end. Okay, we're not going to have much of our guys left, but let's just see what positions we take and whatever. One comment up here I got from John Brown. Another bit of a dope moment for me. He was talking about the 2 heroes being here. We've split them a little bit now by moving that guy to there. Oh, it's Ryan we've sent up that way as well. Ah, dear. Oh well, John, there you go. Ryan's off. He's left the tank behind. John confirmed again what Martin had told me a while back that about the whole 2 heroes in attack, but you only getting the +1 or the wild card, and you can't use the benefit of 2 of them for an extra. I kind of thought you might have got the weapons, but I knew you didn't get them. Anyway, if you got 2 heroes in a fight, you only get 1. You either get a +1 or you get a wild card weapon. Going by Martin's thinking of it, you can also chuck a support marker in there. Whether it could just be this hero attacking with this guy and you could chuck the support marker in with that, or I'm kind of thinking he might have meant another unit attacking would have to get the support marker, but I'm not 100% sure on that as well. I think I mentioned that earlier. Anyway, John did point out that you're probably better separating these guys out. However, he did say that having your tank stacked with Major Ryan wouldn't have been a bad thing, because he's been 2 steps for a while. And if I'd switched these about, this is only 1 step now, isn't it? But while this tank was 2 steps, we could have had these stacked together. I'm not sure when I would have the opportunity to do it, but I'm pretty sure I could have possibly. The thing is, I've been trying to cover all the positions, haven't I? So, anyway, what his point was that this hero can give free actions to each thing that is stacked with. He's a special hero, and that's why he's got the little... It's like a hex on his counter. I'm not quite sure what that's meant to represent, but... I suppose it represents that you can give an action to everyone in his hex. Maybe that's what it's highlighting. Anyway, I completely forgot about that. Talked about it at the beginning, but like he said, we could have these stacked together, and like right now, if I want to make an attack on this, I'm having to pay that extra action for the tank. But if this had been Major Ryan and they'd both been stacked together, I would have been able to make this attack freely. So. However, we've done that. Suppose the slight downside would be that I can't barrage if I'm adjacent, but that wouldn't have mattered. To be honest, the way I moved them into position to make the attack anyway. I wasn't even really thinking about barrage, was I? Anyway, I was just, again, before I hit record there, I thought, I'm going to just kind of go on with this. I'm going to try and not think. I know you're laughing when I say that. I'm going to try and not overthink things. Right, Grant. And just try and get through this a bit quicker, because I feel like it does need to get to the end, and we've still got quite a few turns to go. So just try and not overthink it. It's difficult. I still want to try and do things though, you know. I still want to, if I'm going to play on, I do want to try and do things, but we'll see if we can't get it moving along a bit better. So Engineering HQ phase. Right, I'm getting 2 support markers, and not that one. That's the one I'm not getting because this guy popped up like we knew he would. So I'm getting 2 support markers. So I did look at it. Now, one other thing we've got to remember is we've got a naval gunfire marker. Yeah, just let me confirm. We did need to have a radio, didn't we? Was that just for barraging or attacking? Or I think it was both actually. Now, naval fire. There we go. You may expect the naval fire marker to include naval fire in any US attack if a unit participating in the attack has a radio or is in command of an HQ, which would give them the radio ability. So I want to say that it's out up here, isn't it? I did talk about the fact that we could clearly give the thing with that is I would have to state that this was a radio before we made the attack. Well, hang on, Grant. Let's go and look on BGG and confirm that. Because if that was the case and I attacked with this, I might want to wait and decide what it is, then declare it as a radio to be able to play my naval gunfire, because I might not want to declare it as a radio. It might be that this turns out to be something that, I don't know, I'm going to have 4 strength in that attack. That's the best I'm going to get. And that's using an action on the tank. So I'm going to just check the thread that I was saying recently when I was looking for stuff on naval gunfire. So back in a sec. Okay, it's just well, I did have a look at that. So I think I've got this back to front right enough. 8.3 second paragraph. Martin's said. Yeah, here we go. Here, right. Right, so it's in here. Basically, the guy's question was kind of what I'm asking. He was attacking a revealed Japanese unit, but with an unrevealed death marker. And he had a naval gunfire marker, and he wanted to know that because of the weapons that he had were enough to cope, to get to reveal the death marker. So he had the weapons that the unit required. So then he revealed the death marker and found out he could then use the naval gunfire. So he was wondering, can I use it then? And I kind of thought that you could, but no. So it says, resolve an attack by comparing the strength and weapons of the attacking US units to the strength and weapon requirements of the units and markers in the Japanese occupied hex under attack. The Japanese defenders may become... I don't need to read that, but it's the second paragraph he's pointed at. I don't even need to read that. There it's there. It says, once you have declared an attack action against the Japanese occupied hex and selected all the US units performing actions to participate in the attack, including expenditure of a naval fire marker if you have one. So there it's there. It's in the brackets there. Resolve the attack as follows. So... yeah, you cannot wait and use it. Although it doesn't cost you any kind of action to use it, you do have to use it before you start resolving the attack. And so you have to do that first, right? And then you resolve the attack by revealing the Japanese unit. If it's not revealed, you add up the strength, and then obviously if you come to the point where it's reveal the death marker, so you have to put that in play before you do any of this. So that's a bit of a bummer, isn't it? So if I was wanting to do that up there, I think I could still do it by saying this is a radio, and we're going to attack with demolitions, radio, and this tank on that unit, and we're also going to add naval gunfire. I think I could do that. I don't see why not. I'm giving myself the radio with the hero, and we've got a radio. We're attacking. Right, I would have to do that, but I would have to do that before I'm getting to look at any of that. So that's an option to do that, and I think I'm going to use that this action phase, because I don't think you want to hang on to these, and you're limited to the amount. I want to say there's only 2 or maybe 3. Yeah, it looks like there's 3 naval gunfire markers. I seem to remember one game I played and I gathered 2 of them, and then I thought, if I gather another one, well, I suppose it's 3. The likelihood to use. But then what's the point keeping hold of them? You want to use them, eh? So I suppose another place to use it, well, oh yeah, he does have the radio. Look at that. That feels a little bit more wasteful though. Oh, this guy is firing into this. Is it this one? No, that's steady red. Actually, we'll have vacated the intense red. No, he's sitting in intense red, yeah. So this guy's causing trouble. And that's got a radio, so we could actually use it on that. That feels a bit less, you know, he's not got a depth marker, but he's a pain. He is a pain, for sure. Where else could you go? Well, that's not any good, because you need a radio. That's going to stretch out 3 hexes, 1, 2, 3, so it's not going to quite reach hand, so we can't do it here. And this was a possible other position, wasn't it? This is disrupted. Is that our tank, isn't it? Yeah. That was a patrol, wasn't it? This guy's got a radio. Well, actually, I think he's getting command as well. Yeah. So we could do it here as well. Again, though, you're going to have to chuck it in. So I think that's our 3 possible options this turn of where to do that. If I disrupt that tank, yeah, here was you saying you weren't going to go into things too much, Grant. Overthink it. If I undershot that tank, I've got an attack of 5, 7, 9 against this. Now we know the depth marker's coastal 1, isn't it? Yeah. But the unit is, well, it might not be an elite, that's true. The unit is going to get doubled because he's in rough crater hex. But that would be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's not a terrible number with a hero as well. I think I'd be tempted to give that one a gamble, but that means we need to undisrupt that tank. So that's one of our support markers. Everything else does get a free action. We don't need to undisrupt that guy. So maybe we're wanting a support marker for that. And here, yeah, we can't do anything here unless you're going to attempt to use that naval gunfire marker there. Oh no! No, I can't use it there because I've not got a radio. That's right, I can't use it there. So I don't really need anything there. We're not ready. I could maybe manoeuvre something into place, but it's kind of horrible. So I'm either going to use it down there, but I think I could have a go at that. So maybe we should just go for this one. You know? And what about this, so Grant? Could I keep a support marker to act as a wild card for a little attack on that? I'm saying a little attack. Is this silly? Because the support marker could give me a strength of 4 if it's a 2 strength unit. If it's, yeah, it's on his own. He's not getting doubled. That's not a terrible idea. Right, so let's try and keep a support marker for that. We need the support marker to undisrupt the tank. So that is our only use of the support markers. Now, what about actions though? This is getting a free action, free action, free action. So that's all fine. Free actions here. I want to say this. Oh, yeah, he's a hero. He gets a free action. 1, 2, 3. These 2 won't get a free action. However, yeah, I might try and move this guy into position, like I just said, but I'm not so sure where. You know, I don't know. Part of me starts to wonder if these guys shouldn't, you know, if I shouldn't have maybe tried to, I don't know, grab some position or something, just sit there and let some of these other guys that are coming ashore try and deal with that. Because what's this really going to do? Just cannon fodder, really. And anyway, so no actions required there. So we would only need this action here, and this is an action here. We don't need to undisrupt that. No, that's fine. He's just sitting there hoping for the best. And then not sure what to do with this guy. He's going to attack. That's where I need an action. Yeah, okay. And yeah, I think my naval gunfire is going to go in there. And I think we're going to take a little chance and attack with this guy here with a support marker in hand. Because he's alone. As long as we get a 2, we're getting a disrupt on him, aren't we? Because we can chuck in, we can make it 4 against 2, and he's disrupted. Okay, right. So I'm going to use one of my support markers to undisrupt. Hang on, sorry. Yeah, we're in the right phase. Now we need to do that in this phase. So I'm going to undisrupt that tank. So that's one of my support markers, and I'm going to keep the other support marker. Right, so and then we're not going to garrison anything again because I just can't see. I just don't have the markers to do it. So then this goes up to 3. He is not in an undisrupted Japanese field of fire. So we've got that up to 3. So he's got a range of 3 now. Can command, yeah, whatever. Anyway. Right, and then that's going to be it. We're going to move on to the US action phase and then just keep going, doing what we were doing. We should know what we're doing now. Right, well, I like to take my disruption off, so let's do that. So this guy becomes undisrupted. I thought there was another one there. No, it's not there. It's up here. This guy becomes undisrupted. And that is that. Okay. Where would you like to go first here then? Maybe here. I want to keep the support marker for this. But if I make this attack first and there's an urgency to use that support marker, it might be better we do this one first, I think. And then the other one's just going to use the naval gunfire marker, I think. Right, let's do it. So, hang on. Right, hang on. I'm going to have to take a short break. So, I'm as well just waiting before we get this started. There was no more disruption, no. No, okay. I'll just be on pause for a bit. Right, okay. I've been paused for a little bit, but let's do this. So we've got 3 actions, a support marker and a naval gunfire marker. Right, we're going to attack here. Now, we don't know anything about this guy. In fact, the guy that I wiped out there, I should have scored him off because that's going to confuse me. In fact, did I not take 2 of them out? I've got E4. Was E4 there? Yeah, I took him out. Let me score that off. Or I'm going to get myself confused if something else pops back up there. Like this one. Oh, dear. What have I done? Give a sec. Right, okay. All good. So E4's now away. That was there. And then it was D4, wasn't? No. Oh, no, it wasn't. It was in here, wasn't it? It was D3. So I've got that down showing a 3 plus the depth plus 2 flanker. Yeah, no, we've taken that out, so we don't know what this is because this is a new one. Yeah. Yeah, that's right, because you just cringed when you seen the yellow R. And was there not a yellow R in the cards before? There was, look. Look at them, they've all got R's on them. There was a yellow R, that was the previous round, previous turn, and then of course the fire card for this turn was another yellow R. Because I remember looking at it thinking, oh, maybe I'll be alright. Yeah. There you go then. There's clearly a lot more on the deck. Yeah, it does look like R is the most... Well, is it the most common? I think it is. I think there's another... Every card up there's got an R on it, so it must be. It must be. Right, anyway, we're going to attack this. And we're going to attack with this hero. And we're going to attack with this, and then we're going to attack also with the tank to give us a 4/9 strength, possible 10. And yeah, and White Martin had confirmed to that other person I'd asked if I was wanting to use that naval gunfire marker. I've got to use it now. I did wonder about that. It's just as well I went and checked, because I was thinking you could wait and see, but no. It doesn't cost you anything to use it, but I do need to use it now. And it does, it's clear when it talks about in the rules. You know, you do all that first, including the expenditure of a naval fire marker if you have one, and then you resolve the attack. So I would have to do it now, but I'm not going to use it there. So we are attacking with 9, so the unit's getting doubled. Let's see what we get. As an elite, only with a 2 strength, but it's getting doubled to 4, so that's a good number actually. Now, do we have the weapons? Oh, he's not attacking. Well, I'm got the hero, no mortar though. Yeah, of course this guy does not bring any weapons, does he? We get the machine gun from... Yeah, we get the machine gun from the tank, because it's within 4. We can use the hero for the mortar then. If we want to, now I might need to just have a little think of this. What am I looking for? Tank. Yeah, we're not getting mortar from that. You get mortar from artillery, but we've never seen any artillery. So, unless it's on the actual chit. So it's not. We do get machine gun for that because we're within 4. So do I want to use this for a mortar? That would mean we'd have 9 strength. And we'd have the weapons. He's got 4 strength. See, the thing with that, the problem with that is the death mark is going to be at least 1. Which means I've got 5 strength. Then I'm not doubling it. I'm flanking it, however. What if we don't have the weapons and we're greater than but not doubled? That would be no effect. I think we should probably take a chance, I mean, we have flank. What extra do we have? We have flank. He brings artillery and bazooka, so we have artillery, which is quite nice. And what does he bring? Browning and demolitions and radio. To be honest, what are we missing? Flamethrower. Or CC, obviously, and that doesn't matter. If it's CC, then we're snookered anyway. So the flamethrower, I think, is the only weapon that we're missing. So this is worth it. And what if it's a 2 grand? Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter the strength of it. Obviously, we're not going to have double and have the weapon, so we're not going to eliminate everything, but we would eliminate the death mark and disrupt the unit for having greater than. Yeah, I'm going to go for this. I'm going to go for that. And by that, I mean, I don't have to select more... Oops. Heroes taking it away. He's trying to get away. I'm not surprised you're trying to get away, pal. Spillane. Trying to get away. Saying this is too much. Yeah, I don't have to use that as a mortar, but... Okay, we're going to. So we've got the machine gun from the tank. We've got the mortar from the hero. We've got 9 strength against his 4. So 9. Yeah, 9 against his 4. Yeah. So let's see him. Let's see what it is. Oh, it's one, but I tell you what, look, artillery. And I said we had that. Well, the only thing we didn't want was flamethrower or what was it, CC. So yes, we have the weapons. Artillery is, yeah, it's artillery and bazooka, and if within 4 hexes, add machine gun. So yeah, we've got the weapons, and we've got 9 against 5. So we've just not got the double. We've got greater than, but not double. Yeah, and it's a unit and reveal death markers. So death markers eliminated and units disrupted. So that's a great start then. That's a perfect start. The only thing was, this was a 2. Although it was one of the elite ones, because this has been a reinforcement since since the night turn bit, when we put units back. And I remember there was 2 non-elites that went in up there. So what I'm thinking of that was, if that had been that 2 there, what was it, mortar and machine gun, we chuck in the support marker to get 4 and we disrupt it. We've nowhere near got any of the weapons, but it's the fact that it's 2 strength, that's what I want that one to be. And then that gives us, at least gets it disrupted. However, that was a 2, but like I say, it was one of the elite ones. So I want to say, how many elites went back? 4 elites and 2 non-elites. And I think we had 7, so somebody else has been reinforced as well somewhere. It's probably another yellow position. In fact, yeah, could it not possibly been that one? That's within 2. Might have been that one, No, I think that's been there for a while, Grant. Yeah, I'm not sure. Oh, I don't know. It might have been previously. Doesn't matter anyway. Right, so death marker eliminated, unit disrupted. Good start. That worked. No, we won't. I was going to... Yeah. We needed to take that out as well to benefit from that, didn't we? Oh, you know what? We would have took that out, and you know what would be in the next Japanese fire card? A yellow R, so it doesn't matter anyway. Okay. Well, yeah, there's nothing more really going to go on down there, so it's all up here now. I mean, I'll come back, I might move some things about, but as for the interesting stuff, or the stuff that we know we're going to do, so... Well, I don't think there's any point doing this attack first. I was thinking, well, let's just see what this might be. We might need that support marker as a wild card on this. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I forgot we're actually going to have to count that as a radio for this to work, aren't we? Well, I think I've got to. I mean, and surely with all the strength I've got, I'm gonna disrupt it. And that's the whole point. I could disrupt it and maybe move this guy. You know, I know I'm moving out of a position that I'd like to be sitting in still, but maybe move him adjacent here, or here possibly. Maybe actually not there, because that's going to be within 2 of that purple position, so maybe there. Oh, although that would be flanking. Well, depends what we see here. We're going to get to see things. Well, I might not even get to see the death marker, because we've got a very poor selection of weapons here. We've got... Oh, let me zoom in a little bit in that area. We've got demolitions, and that's got to be a radio. And then we've got artillery, bazooka, and machine gun. And we're going to have naval gunfire as well. However, our strength is going to be, and sorry, maybe I should just bring that up there, because that's probably what we're doing. Our strength is going to be 2, 4, and then 9, 13. But, you know, we'd like to get the death marker. And here's the thing. Wouldn't it be better just barraging that? But I can't, because the tank doesn't have a radio. Because barraging that removes the depth marker, doesn't it? But I think it's the same situation. I think I need to have a radio. I'm pretty sure I have. Unless, well, I mean, like I say, we can give him a radio. Ooh, maybe. You may expend a naval fire marker to conduct a naval artillery barrage. Oh yeah, it's not the tank that does it, Grant. You goat. It comes from the sea. That's why it's called naval gunfire. Right, so I probably can do it then. So against any Japanese coastal position, revealed or unrevealed, so it is a coastal position, or any revealed inland position on the map, as long as at least one undisrupted US unit, infantry unit with a radio or in command of an HQ is in the target's field of fire. I don't know if that works or not. That's a question. That's a BGG question. That I don't think that one's been asked before. Because technically I'm not doing anything with this guy. He's a hero. He supplies the radio, but it's only in an attack. So can I just say he's got a radio at the moment to be able to do this? I'm not so sure. That's quite a good question, though. Well, maybe not. As long as at least one undisrupted US infantry unit with a radio or in command of an HQ is in the target's field of fire. Well, it will be in its field of fire, won't it? Yeah, it most certainly is. Because if I do that, then the unit's disrupted and the depth marker's removed from play. However, I'm not going to reveal the unit. No, it doesn't say. Yeah, it just says, if these requirements are met, the Japanese occupied hexes barrage, place a disrupted marker on the unit in the hex. Because it can be unrevealed if it's coastal. That kind of brings up another question then. I don't see, though, that it needs to be revealed, Grant. It just needs to be disrupted, and that means it won't fire next turn. You don't need to have it revealed. I mean, I think this is the only time when a unit could be disrupted and not revealed. Because if it was... Well, no, actually, what am I talking about? Yeah, no, tanks can barrage unrevealed positions, Grants. What are you talking about? Right, sorry, I'm off on one there. Yeah, so it would be unrevealed and they'd be disrupted. The depth marker would be removed. I'm just not so sure I'm allowed to do that. Could ask the question, and then do you want to do it, Grant? The thing with this as well, this could be questionable as well, though. When I attack with this, well, I feel like I can call this a radio, but see, where does it say? What was that bit? Martin linked 8.3. Check to see if attacking units possess all the weapons required. See, it's in step 3 of the procedure that you then decide your weapon requirements. So maybe I can't. Right, I'm going to go and ask this as a question, I think, to see if this can provide me a radio in an attack, and can it provide a radio as a barrage option, a hero. Right, I'm going to go and do that. Be back in a bit. Okay, I've popped my question out there. Unfortunately, that kind of leaves me in a position where I might have to stop. I didn't have too much time left anyway. I did think I would squeeze a part in, but yeah, I've asked it as a two-part question to see that, like, right now, can we, if we want to make this attack, can we just say this is a radio? Or could I just override things completely and just could I put a support marker in right now and say that's a radio? Well, I'm a little unsure. Martin said we can use a wildcard from a hero and a support marker. I'm a little unsure if I could do it on the same unit, so I'm not sure if it would work in this case as well. That's another question, I suppose. Can I use this before so that it allows me to call in the gunfire, basically? I could see that one being possible, but I could also see it maybe not being because of the order and what you've got to do things. And then the other one that sounds more unlikely was the barrage option. Now, I need a unit in its position, in its field of fire, with a radio to be able to call this in as a barrage. What I would have to do here is either say, right, this hero is acting as a radio right now. And I don't really think I can do that. Or if I didn't have a hero, or I had something else, like, in fact, well, that's in its field of fire, that's in its field of fire as well, isn't it? Yeah, there's a few things in the red's field. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, this guy's in red. Oops, careful, Grant. That's the plexi, but it looks like it's stuck to the map anyway. Yeah, this guy's in red. No, it's not red you want, Grant, it's brown. Dope. Yeah, it's up here. It's brown. Yeah, so it needs to be in brown field of fire. Which that is as well, so... Yeah, but this isn't, because this has got a radio and this is not in brown. Yeah, what I mean is, before I get to call that in, can I just chuck a support marker here and say, and that's got a radio? I don't think I can do that. And I don't even think I can sort of say, right, this hero's going to be a radio right now, and I'm going to barrage, playing naval gunfire, there's a radio in its field of fire, boom. I get the feeling that sounds a bit off as well. I'm not so sure about the attack one though. I could see that maybe working. I get the feeling I'm going to get a no from both of them though, which is a bit of a bummer. Well, I tell you, it's good in some ways because I might have used my naval gunfire down here if I'd known that, and that turned out fine. So I'm glad that's happened. However, I can use it on this. So, you know, that might be a better thing to do. Right, well, I guess I'm going to have to wait 37 minutes. Yeah, I'll just pause this. It's going to be an overnight pause, though, I think. Unless I happen to get a reply very, very quickly. Well, hang on. Can you not do some other things, Grant? Because I could at least think about what else I'm going to do, and that might kill a bit of time. Although I don't have an awful lot of time left, like I say. Well, what else are you going to do here? This is sitting in steady red, but any move into these two positions is horrible. I mean, I can move that in beside him. That's not the worst play. And we could take a wild chance and just... Problem is that this is in brown, blue and red. He's not standing a chance, is he? And not only that, he's sitting in this yellow... Oops, careful. He's sitting in this yellow position. And we all know what's going to happen if I move him in there. We all know what letter and action we're going to get on the next Japanese fire card, don't we? Even though there's going to be 2 in the discard pile, 2 yellow R's in the discard pile, we're still going to get that. Surely not. I mean, this is a slightly safer hex to go to. 1, 2. Remember, that's costing you an action as well, Grant. Yeah, so you might need 2 of your actions up. Well, yeah, I think I'm going to need 2 of my actions up at the bird's beak bit. So, well, actually, that doesn't. Well, yeah. No, we're only moving into position, so I could use this as my third action. So I could move that guy into there. Don't know. Would you not have a go at six? The problem is I'm coming across the sea wall there, haven't I? Oh, that's a building anyway. That hex. So it doesn't matter about coming across the seawall. The unit's still getting doubled. It's just like I would have moved that into there and then, but it's a building, so it doesn't matter. It's going to get doubled. Yeah, again, stop thinking about it too much, Grant. I'm going to move this guy in beside Dan then, right? So he's in there with his hero. They're unsteady. Oh, that's going to be an infiltration check, Grant. Red triangle. Grant looks up at there's a red circle was the last card, but 2 cards before that one not red. I really kind of want to do that though, I think. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. So it's going to be an infiltration check. Because this position group is occupied by this, and I'm moving from steady field of fire to steady field of fire adjacent to it. So it's kind of rubbish, but... Right, so it's a red triangle, I said. So here we go. Let's not have a red triangle. Ooh, red diamonds. You got lucky. You got lucky. Right, and then... Well, like I say, I only need 2 actions up there at most. Well... Yeah, because there are 2 are heroes. 1, 2, yeah. So I'm gonna use an action on this guy. I think we're going to take a chance with this yellow and move down here. I'm going to move into here. I'm not going to take the chance and bring brown into it. Red and blue's bad enough. I mean, this would give me the flank, but it gives me 1 less chance of surviving, and he has only 1 step. Should you be doing this, Grant? I can't just... I mean, I'm sitting in steady red and blue with 1 step. He's eventually going to die. You know, and we need to progress, right? I'm moving him there. I'm moving him there. That's maybe daft, but hey ho. Right, and then... yeah, well, is there anything I could... Not really. Well, I could move that up to there, but... Thing is, this is in a safer hex. I think we wait and the other guys coming. These are all 1-step units. Yeah, I don't want to move him into the fire because he's one of my support guys. There's this guy. What are we doing with him then? Can we take this out next turn? Yeah, surely. The hero is the mortar. You kind of need the tank again then, Grant. Or this guy's a machine gun. This guy's a machine gun, Grant. But should I not be getting this guy moving to somewhere that we're going to go? And it kind of looks like we're going to go that way. I mean... Yeah, I mean, shouldn't I be getting this guy up here? Like 1, 2, 3, just up into that hex there, maybe. Oh, does that allow... Hang on, 1, 2, 3... Well... To be honest, he could. Because see, when this guy comes ashore, he could then move up to there. So maybe I will move that up to there. So 1, 2, 3. He was getting a free action. And then what I'll do is, he gets a free action to 1, 2, 3. To protect that. Right, I still don't want to move that because I now need the tank. That was the only other thing. He had the machine gun, didn't he? Yeah, what if the tank goes down, maybe? Where was he back there? Well, maybe keep a support marker, but again, you're only going to get 2 next turn, and that's 2 at the most, because you never know, so other things might happen. Yeah, because these 2 guys, 1, 2, 3, this guy can get ashore here. I want to say I could actually maybe move this guy. I'm allowed to do that. Can I go 1, 2, 3, or do I need to hit these hexes first? I don't know. I need to look that up again. I think as long as I'm hitting the beach. Oh, I'll look it up later. Don't know if I have to, because that's my nearest hex on the beach, do I have to go there, or can I still, as long as I'm hitting the beach, can I go 1, 2, 3? Because like I say, he can go 1, 2, he can reach there, which is quite nice. And then that's these 2 units sort of progressing a bit, and they'd both be within range of a free action as well. Well, does it matter even if I have to? Well, the only thing, well, I could put him there, or I could put him there. I don't want to stack them, even though they're not in any, I suppose they aren't in any great danger. I probably could still stack them there. It's only blue that's firing in there, but you just never know. Something could go wrong. Right, so none of this is moving, none of this is moving. I'm not doing anything there. That's been done. Yeah, let's just go with that. Can't move these guys in the water. So, yeah, it's just, I've got 2 actions left, support marker and naval gunfire. So, I'm going to use an action on that, we think. And, yeah, I'd prefer to be able to do this naval gunfire, whether it's barrage or an attack. I get the feeling if I'm going to get any, it's going to be the attack rather than barrage. And I'm kind of doubting I might get either of them. And then I want to wait until I do this action before I decide what I'm doing with that guy. So I'm gonna have to come back to that as well. I dare say you could just cut this as a part and come back to that final bit, I suppose. Because I'm short of time now. Let's just see if we might have got a quick reply. Right, not to be. Yeah, it's a bit optimistic. It's only about 5 minutes. Okay, well, I think I'll just cut this as a part. I know where I'm at. We're in the US action phase. I can see what I've still got here. 2 action markers, US support. Naval gunfire. I can always look back in the video as well. Because, yeah, I've not got any more time to hang about tonight anyway. So, yeah, I'll hopefully get back tomorrow and we'll plod on with things, and I'll find out what I can and can't do with regarding that situation. Okay, I'll be back tomorrow. Cheers.